everybody, Gingershadow here, and welcome back to another Minecraft mod review with me. And today I've got a mod that, like, for a while people have recommended this mod to me, but for ages I couldn't find it because, like, where it was, like, in alpha and it was stored away a different place and and it was described to me as a cool magic mod. Didn't realize how cool it was. Nor did I realize it's actually a mod that's themed quite heavily on Fate Stay Night, which I love as a show. So yeah, I wish I'd looked at this a bit sooner, actually, and then whenever there's many updates, I suppose. Glad I went and looked at it finally. Yeah, I finally have, well, I guess we've had for a while, but I've just now finding it, a Fate Stay Night cell mod with a couple other bits and pieces splashed into it. And yeah, this is really, really cool, because, like, straight away, it's got really nice looking magic circles. And any magic mod that's got really cool floating magic circles is always going to be just a good thing, because magic circles are really cool. Well, in my opinion. Anyway, though, yeah, this mod, God, I'm in creative mode. This mod basically adds a number of different things you can do into the world. It's pretty much based on, well, it's magic. You've got to use resources, use them in certain ways to create the results that you want in order to attain items and effects and things. It's a bit like alchemy, like magical sciencey sort of thing. It's like mixing things together and stuff to get the results you want. Yeah, we'll get into it to explain it in a bit easier detail, because I'm not doing a very good job here of trying to figure out ways to describe it without just saying exactly what it is. So, right, this mod, to get started, badoosh, we go into here, and we're going to need very particular items. So, basically the top layer is the things you're going to need. So you're going to want to get yourself a hammer, or you're going to get yourself a mortar, pedestal, to get a mortar and pedestal. So to get a hammer, it's cobble, string, and sticks. To get a mortar, well, in this case, it's a diamond and a brick. The mortar, by the way, is an upgrade on the hammer. The hammer is the most basic thing that you're going to want to get started in this mod. So, yeah, if you're, like, just starting in the world, that's the one you're going to want to get. But the mortar, and that once you've got more materials, this is going to be what you're going to want to upgrade to. And then to get the so you're going to need 3 diamonds and a stick, and then combine those two together to make this. What do those do? They crush up materials to make powders, or to make, I forget what they're called. Damn it, hold, the word's over there. I'll find the word later. They're used for basically creating the spells, magic tools and stuff that you're going to want to get. So basically you're going to powder down a lot of different materials. We've got iron, which is naturally made from iron. Difference between the hammer and the mortar: hammer makes 1 powder, mortar makes 2. So it costs a bit more, and, you know, all that jazz, but it'll give you double the results. So better in a sense to save materials, but it's costing more materials, so up to yourself. Then we've got iron, we've got gold, so gold ingot, we've got diamonds, so if you're at the point where you're using diamond stuff, you're going to want to be getting the mortar, because that's going to save you a lot of diamonds in the long run. We've got emeralds, we have got ender pearls, and we've got quartz. And basically that's the 6 kind of, I want to say binding agents, but they're not binding agents. Can you bugger off? You're pushing me around you. Anyway, these are the things you're going to want to get started in creating all your things. I don't know how to describe these things, mainly because I keep forgetting the bloody word that it is. It's over in that board somewhere, which we'll get to. But right, anyway, this thing, the Mojin projector. Yeah. Oh yeah, did I mention this is the Mahou Tsukai mod? I don't know how you pronounce it, but yeah, it's a Fate Stay Night thingy mod. But yeah, look at this thing. That's what's over there on the ground. So if you take this and you plump it down, it'll create a wee magic circle. I honestly don't know what the point of this thing is, other than just creating a cool magic circle, because I haven't found any practical use for it, nor have I seen anything saying that it has any other practical use. Basically, you can create a magic circle, then you can adjust the magic circle to adjust its color. You can make the circle bit disappear to just have the ring. You can adjust the ring and stuff so it's at a different angle. Yeah, you can have a cool magic circle. I don't know if it's got any other practical use than that. You may keep using redstone spell cloth, which we'll get to, and powdered golds. Yeah, moving on from there, well, the spell cloth we just showed, that is made from wool and a dagger. The dagger is made from gold, iron, purple dye, and a stick. The dagger is also very, like, the dagger, well, it's not necessary for the dagger is necessary for all the spell creation stuff. The cloth is something that's needed for some of them, but not all of them. So these are all the 2 more essential bits. Then we've got a little magical thingy, the attuner, the attuned diamond, and the attuned emerald. The attuner is made from gold and lapis. The attuned diamond, a diamond with the attuner, emerald with the attuner. This is meant to store extra mana, which is what we've got up there in the top left corner. Mahou, or Mana is the word. Can you bugger off? This is such a persistent spider. Go away. Jesus. Wish I killed it before this started. But anyway, that's your mana, basically, your starting mana. You start with 100. Every time you use 100, it'll go up by 1 point. And you're going to need quite a lot of it for some of the more advanced magics in this, because some of the magics can get pretty costly. So some of them you're just not going to be able to do straight away, because it's just going to cost you way too much. But there's, like, simpler ones you can do straight away. So we'll get to those, and we'll see what some of their costs and stuff are as we go. But yeah, so that's basically the tools. Now, this thing is meant to store extra magic that you can then use later. And also, if you store, like, for example, if I take this, and I were to store my 100 magic into it, boom. Because I've just used 100 magic, I went up to 101 because I used 100. This thing's now storing 100. Now, technically, this thing being on me, I should now... Oh my god. You need to die. Get out of here. It just wants to be part of the magic... No, you're not learning magic, spider. Anyway, it's supposed to then use the magic from, like, being in your inventory. So if you want to cast, like, a spell thing, use a tool thing, it costs magic. It's supposed to drain a bit of magic from this in exchange, like, if you've not got enough to supply it. I've never got them to work, though. I've filled these things. I've tried using things that would require magic, and they just don't activate. So I don't know. Possibly it was just me not doing it right, or maybe it's supposed to go in a very particular place. Maybe it's meant to go in your offhand or something. But yeah, I've never figured out exactly how these work. But they're meant to basically act as extra magic that you can like use from your inventory when you're out. It's made it like you store up extra magic, basically. Oh, that's the thing. Also, right, so our magic, as you'll see, it's returning to us 2 bits per thing. Like, every few seconds. Magic's just going to return to you over time. That's just how it works. There are different ways to get magic back. There's different magic abilities to obtain magic through various methods. An easy method to get magic back, though, if we set time to nighttime, is to sleep. Sleep, it'll pass a load of time, technically. So, you naturally, because you passed a load of time, get a load of magic back. So, in this case, we slept, and we just got 50 magic back. Basically, sleeping will return half of whatever your total magic is. So, we have 101, it returned 50. If you had, say, 300, it'll return 150, and so on, so on, so on. So, yeah, sleeping's quite a good way of just getting magic. So you want to be sleeping as much as you can, because you're going to use magic quite quickly in this until you build up tons of it. And then you're going to use all that magic very quickly again, because the advanced stuff is very, very costly. But again, we'll get to that in a little bit. Anyway, moving on from there, stuff you can create using the magic stuff. These are basically the results. We're going to show how to make these things, or, well, most of these things. Well, actually, no, technically it's how you make all these things. So, yeah, basically different skulls of different effects. We've got a couple of different items, like the bow of weapon projectiles. You'll never guess what that does. And, yeah, basically, we want to create those things. How do we create those fabulous things? Well, we're going to need some cloth, we're going to need some daggers, and we're going to need some of these. What are these called again? They have a name. Catalysts, that's it, that's the word. They're catalysts. For magic thingy. I've not watched Fate in a while. Anyway, move over to here. Different types of magic and how it all works. So, we've got boundaries, displacement, projection, mystic, and intelligence. Wait a second. There's also familiar. Why is familiar not in the board? Hold on. There we go, that's better. Yeah, okay, I forgot, because I was putting them in a specific order, I forgot I had emerald on it then there. Alright, so we've got iron, ender, diamond, gold, quartz, and emerald. Those translate into boundaries, displacement, projection, mystic, intelligence, and exchange. Now, basically what that means is, we need catalysts for each thing. Depending on, like, well, I guess it'd be easier just to quickly show you this. So right, we want to get a thing to make our spells and stuff. How do we do that? Well, there's one button in this mod that you can use. It's defaulted to M, but I've got it set to F. Basically, whenever you take damage, this damage can be from, like, jumping off a high ledge, getting hit by a mob, or using the dagger. We're going to go in survival mode really quick for this next bit. Use the dagger, skadoosh, we've hurt ourselves, then press the button. Boom. That'll put down a circle thingy, I forget the exact word for it, drawn in your blood. Because, you know, chalk's just outdated, isn't it? So, yeah, basically, if we were trying to do it again, though, it's not going to work. We need to be, like, I'm pressing the button right now, not doing anything, use the dagger, boom, we'll put another one down. You pretty much have to hurt yourself each time you want to do this, so that's a thing. Also, put a cloth down, skadoosh, bloom, put down the cloth. Some of them require cloths. If it goes in a cloth, that means it's going to become a scroll later, like, you know, the ones here. And if it's just down like this, that tends to mean it's going to stay on the ground and get used while it's on the ground. You can see these 3 circles in the middle. Yeah, that's where the catalysts are going in. So, how I've done this is basically boundaries are going to require iron catalysts first. The first two things you put in are going to be iron. So in that case, we'll take our, that's quartz. We'll take our iron, and we'll go over to, say, this one, and we'll put 2 in. So that's the first 2 bits. After that, there's then 6, in the boundaries case, there's 6 different things you can do with it using the 6 different materials. So in this case, we can use enclosure boundary, which if we just put in another iron with no cloth. Okay, all the boundaries require no cloth because they're boundaries. So I noted down if they require cloth or not underneath them. If it requires cloth underneath it, you don't put the cloth underneath, it won't work. So just throwing it out there. This, the boundaries don't require cloth though, so just one in the ground anywhere will work fine. So put 2 iron in. Then what do we want after that? Well, we've got enclosure. So we put in our iron, we'll create an enclosure boundary. Enclosure boundary just basically rises up the walls around you. Like, it rises the earth up, like Earth Wall from Avatar. So, okay, that's pretty cool, but I don't really want to wreck this place, although I could do it in a different place. But honestly, there's like 30-odd different summoning things. If I went through each and every one of them, this would be a pretty long video. So I'm just going to pick a few personal favorites, and I'll try and remember exactly what each one does. But other than that, I'm just going to show off some of the cooler ones, and the rest, I guess you can try it for yourself at some point. But yeah, enclosure boundary, summons up walls. Alarm boundary. If we put in iron, quartz, we'll create an alarm boundary. That creates just an invisible boundary that if something enters, it'll basically tell you, hey, someone's entered your boundary. So if you basically, if you set one up around your house, then if someone enters it, it's going to tell you. A tangible boundary, using a diamond. Tangible boundary basically creates an invisible barrier around you. That's quite a cool one, and I'm probably going to set that one up right now, because this one's quite cool. So let's put in powdered diamonds. Then basically we just right-click with an empty hand. Skadoosh. And with that, we've now got an invisible boundary. You can't see it because it's invisible. It goes 10 blocks far. And if we, yep, there it is. So basically, if something tries to walk into this, it's going to get stuck, because it's an invisible boundary. Should note, this boundary does drain your mana continuously, or your Mao. I'm calling it mana, screw it. It'll drain it continuously, but you should regen it at the same rate. So this is one you could pretty much just keep on all the time. It'll create a 10 by 10 space that pretty much just locks out all mobs. So if a mob tries to get in, it won't. You can pass through. It should keep players out as well, just to note. But yeah, if we were to say take a spider. There we go, spawn spider. I'll put that there. We'll pick a fight with it. See, it's coming for us. I'm going to go inside the boundary. And, well, it's going to climb the boundary because it can't get in. Brilliant. Also, now I need to go create a mod because I can't actually get back up. Anyway, though. Yeah, so that's the boundary, and you see it's sitting on it. Then if you right-click it again, Badoosh, it'll deactivate it. That spider will fall. And then you can deactivate it again if you want. So, yeah, that one just stays on the ground. That one will just stick there. Or you can basically just go back into survival mode again. You can just punch it once and it'll break. Because it's just blood in the ground. You smudge it out and it's gone. So, yeah. Also, I just got hurt there. But as you can see, even though I just got hurt, I can't place it down again. Because I didn't... basically, whenever you got hurt, you need to do it, like... If you want to place down our circle, it needs to be recent. But say if I were to pick a fight with the spider, he hits me. Badoosh. Put another one down. So, yeah. That works that way. Can you... I forgot to bring in a spider in here, but terrible idea. But anyways, that's tangible boundary. I quite like that one. It's one of my kind of personal favorites. Also, just to note, because my food's down, I should now be getting less mana back. Although my mana is full, so you can't really tell that. But yeah, basically, mana returns slower when you've got, like, when you're hungry now. So that's been a bad thing. Anyway, moving on from there, displacement boundary. Basically creates a boundary where if something tries to pass through it, it will pass through to the other end. So that one is made using iron, ender. So let's take our powdered iron. Let's take our powdered ender. Let's activate it. Now there should be a boundary again. Not that we can really see it. Now if we grab another spider. And pick a fight with it. Then we pass over to where our boundary is, which is somewhere. It should... There we go. It should then pass through to the other end of the boundary where the other side of it is. So it should have ended up somewhere over here. Maybe. Oh no, it's ended up over there. Okay, well, let's pass through at an angle then. Cool. Yeah, basically it'll pass through the barrier and end up going through a different bit. You can throw items this way as well, but basically it's supposed to just stop players running into it and stuff. It just, yeah, there it. Or not, whatever. But it's meant to go through. Maybe it's not as smooth all the time, but either way, it's what it's meant to do. Okay, that's that one. That one's quite cool as well. We've got the gravity boundary. Oh, the gravity one. Right, gravity one. Show this one really quick, because it's really easy to show off. Iron, iron, gold. What this is meant to do is meant to create a boundary where anything inside it will be affected by gravity, but the user. For some reason, no. It affects the user as well, so now I can't run anymore. This is as quick as I can go, because it's created gravity. I don't know why it's not supposed to affect the user, but this one does. I don't know if this one's slightly glitched or whether it's just not registering me as the master or what, but yeah, gravity boundaries slows down the opponents and stuff that are supposed to be coming for you. Could be cool if you're shooting projectiles and stuff. Life drain boundary. This one's really, really, really good because it is iron, iron, emeralds. By the way, just so you know, I love the boundary stuff. I'm showing off most of the boundary stuff because the boundary stuff I find really cool. But yeah, I still have the display the thingy boundary on. That one turn off. Right, the emerald one. What this one will do, if we were to bring in, say, a load of villagers. Wait, hold on. I have villagers. There they are. Badoosh. And then let's say we need a load of mana back. So in that case, let's increase our max mana. Let's increase... Max mana. Let's increase it up to 1,000. So now technically our thing should be at 1,000. So now if I were to sleep for the night, it should jump up to 600. Because it'll update. Or not game, whatever then. Right, hold on. I'll activate this thing then. This thing basically though, it drains life. It's like the one that was used in Rin to Saka's school, where it was going to drain the life out of, or drain the energy and life out of the people in the school in exchange for energy. That's what this one's meant to do. So put down a load of villagers. It could be hostile mobs as well. Activate the boundary. It'll drain them. In turn, it will also give you back mana. But it'll also drain your mana. So, like, really, you want to have, like, a load of people in here. So you're constantly getting more mana back. Also, I just said I did that wrong. It's not like that. I did this wrong. That's why I didn't. Shut up. You gotta go at player. There we go. Now my things are up to 1,000 and gained energy back. Yes. Yeah, this boundary will basically just slowly kill anything inside it, and it'll give you mana back in return. And now that they stop getting killed, and they stop giving me mana back, and now I'm losing energy quickly. So it'll drain 5 per thing. 5 per, like, tick. But in turn, like, if you've got lots of things inside, it can get you lots of energy back. So that's an interesting one. That's basically the one that can kill other players invading your area and, like, heal your energy at the same time. So that's, yeah, but it'll drain you at the same time, so balance out, I guess. Also, just to note, because I technically used a lot of energy for the buyer, my energy just went up to 1,001. There's another cool thing. But anyway, that's boundaries. I love boundaries. They're really cool. Next up, displacement. Well, interesting, we'll say. So, right, we've got Ascension. Ascension basically means if you're underground and you activate it, you can have it in a cloth, you can just place it in the ground. Which means you can have it as a scroll, you can just place it in the ground and trigger it there. But if you're underground, it'll bring you up to the surface. That's meant to be what it does. Protective displacement. That's meant to basically make you an Enderman. It goes in cloth form, which means technically you can pick it up as a scroll and activate it whenever you want on the go. So, let's quickly make that one just to show off. So, it's iron. But Ascension itself has a, catalyst of Ender. So we're going to use 2 Ender and then iron for this one. So there we go, got cloth here. So Ender, Ender, iron. Skadoosh. And that gives us, yeah, the scroll protective displacement. So that means now, if I trigger this, this should now basically act as if I'm like an Enderman. So if I'm about to get hit, or if I get hit, I should now teleport. So let's bring our old friend the spider back, punch him. I'm in creative mode. That's not going to help. I really should just have been a staircase up here. God damn it. Right. Fight me. Go. Or not. Because I was in creative mode. And that didn't help. Oh. I've done this bit wrong. Hold on. You bugger right off. Yep. Oh my god. I'm not entirely sure about these ones. Because I'm not, like... It's good with these ones, we'll say. Right. Got on. Let's try that again. I just got hurt a second ago. Yeah, it's too late. Never mind. Right. Missed. There we go. Right. Ender, iron. Then we grab the scroll. We eat as well so we don't get killed. I put a spider down. Then we use this. Or maybe it just doesn't work. I don't know. The idea is it's supposed to make you like an Enderman suit. Maybe it's just dodging projectiles then. It may just be projectiles. Possibly need to use it on a skeleton. Whatever. Point is you can pick up skulls and activate it on the go. That one, I'm not entirely sure about. Blah, whatever. Maybe just be dodging projectiles like Enderman do. I might be misthinking this because I was thinking like Enderman dodge around the place. That's a weird one. Anyway, Projectile one. That one is supposed to be if you shoot an arrow and you activate this projectile displacement, it'll then switch you with the arrow. So, say you're up high, you shoot an arrow way over the distance, then activate it, it should switch you with that arrow. That's what's meant to do. Yeah. Ordered displacement. No cloth required. This is basically circles on the ground. Ordered displacement is supposed to basically let you teleport long distances as long as the chunks are loaded. So, using 3 lots of ender, we can basically create 2 circles where you can switch places between them. So, alright, sure, let's give this one a go really quick, because this should be quite easy. So, 3 emeralds. 3 emeralds. Trigger this one. Trigger this one. There we go. Oh, God. So, basically, yeah, you step on it, it'll then send you over to the other one, so long as it's loaded. And there's like there's a tiny gap after that. If you can load up more than that, by the way, basically it'll jump between like several ones. You can get off. You've got like a split second to get off as soon as you move. If you don't move, you'll just keep teleporting between the newest and oldest one and stuff like that. But you can have like technically have like 10 of these set up in different locations. So basically, it's a way for players to teleport around the place so long as they don't get rid of the circles. Very handy little thing, so long as the chunks are loaded. Anyway, after that we've got equivalent displacement. That one is supposed to be just removing items and mobs and stuff about. Basically, have 2 circles, have items on each of them, and it'll switch those 2 items. Both circles have to have something on them, so basically, put a circle down, throw a block of dirt on it, put another circle down, put a villager on it, the villager and dirt will switch places. And by throw a block of dirt down, I don't mean like place it down normal, I mean like sit it down. Also, just to note, did I use... Yeah, each time I teleported there, I used like 40 odd mana there. So that's the thing to note. Anyway, after that, mental displacement. This, if I remember correctly, is supposed to be that it creates the thing where it lets you kind of float away and, like, it basically lets you have a outer body experience. Should we give this one a go? Let's give this one a go. There's too many things that are worth trying. Also, oh, come on! I'm gonna die at this rate. So in that case, it's Ender Quartz. So, let's grab our quartz. Let's go for Ender Quartz. Skadoosh. Then we'll trigger it. Then we'll trigger it. Or not. Oh, I don't have enough mana for it. That's it. But I shouldn't have enough. Yep, there we go. So, alright. This is basically now put me in spectator mode. My body will now stay there, and now I can travel around. You can't see me or anything. Basically, this will let you travel around things, though. So, yeah, you can go through blocks and stuff. All that jazz. It has like a 20 block limit, so if you try and go out of 20 blocks, you'll then... I thought it was a 20 block limit. There we go. It seems slightly more than 20 blocks. Or maybe that was 20 blocks. Or maybe it's 30. I don't know. Anyway, it's got a block limit. It costs, what, 300-ish mana there to use, I think? Something like that. And, yeah, basically, it just lets you have an outer body experience to check around things. But your body, obviously, will be vulnerable to what's happening. But still, interesting one. Next up, we've got projection. This is what Shiro basically does. Got strengthening. So, trace on. Power up. Strengthening. Basically, what it's meant to do is it's meant to make your tools and stuff better. So, using strengthening, which, by the way, it comes in scroll form, so you can activate whenever you want. Basically, using strengthening, if you were to, say, use a wooden pickaxe, it'll then have the strength of a stone pickaxe. If you were to use a diamond pickaxe, it would be even better. If you use an iron pickaxe, it'll have the strength of a diamond pickaxe. That kind of thing. Basically, level things up. It's also supposed to improve weapons, and it's supposed to make it so those tools/weapons don't use any durability for, like, a couple more swings. So, yeah. We've got projection. That's supposed to be making, basically flimsy copies of stuff. So, basically, look at another person's weapon. Look at an item that's like a weapon on the ground. Look at a weapon/tool. It could be a pickaxe or an axe. That's in an item frame. Activate that, and it'll create a copy of it that's got 5 durability for you. Crimson black keys. This one's worth doing, because this one's interesting. This is one of the extra special tools. So put that down. So, projection. Catalyst is diamond. So we're going to use diamond, ender. Boop. We're going to create a scroll. That's going to give us a scroll proximity projection. I did the wrong way around. Hold on. I'm still learning mage, okay? What was it? It was diamond, wasn't it? Yeah, okay. Diamond, ender. No, proximity projection. Oh, no, that was it correctly. Okay. I thought I'd done it wrong there. Okay, break those. So I'm going to keep walking on those otherwise. Right, what this does is it creates the crimson black keys of proximity projection. Thought I'd done it wrong there, but no. Basically what this does, it creates these claw thingies that are weapons of 6 damage. And you can basically now, if you right-click at a target, you teleport to that target and hit them. It only has 20 durability though, but basically, as long as you see a target, you just teleport to that target. You'll teleport whatever distance you need to go to get to that target. So, if the horse is like way over there, badoosh, you'll teleport to it. But, you know, downside being, it only has 20 durability, so you can't use it for very long. But still, a very powerful on-the-go weapon you can just create, well, using 2 diamonds and an ender pearl, I suppose. But take from that what you will, I suppose. But yeah, really powerful weapon that lets you teleport around. And if you're fighting against other players, very powerful tool for PvP. Get that off my head. I want to place it inside the without going creative mode again. But yeah, that's one of the cool weapons that you get in this game. Also to note there, it doesn't actually seem to drain mana using it. Like, you can use it pretty much as you want. So, well, for the 20 durability. So, that's cool. That's one of the killer weapons. After that, we have got the bow of weapon projectiles. You'll never guess what that does. So that is using diamond, diamond, gold. I've got no circles. No, I do have circles everywhere. Diamond, diamond, gold. It's on a cloth, though. Again, there we are. Diamond, diamond, gold. Grab. That'll create the weapon projectile. By dish, that'll create a bow. The bow itself, well, it doesn't shoot anything. It doesn't shoot arrows. It shoots swords. Grab some swords. Right click, and yeah, it'll use the sword as a projectile. Because fate stay night. Brilliant. Basically, a high cost. Basically, it's really expensive arrows. Well, depending on the arrow you're shooting, I guess. And obviously, the stronger the sword, the more damage it's going to do. Again, only got 20 durability. It's just a projection, so it's not got high durability or anything. But it can shoot literally like enchanted diamond swords and stuff, so it just looks really cool. So yeah, that's really neat. Moving on from there, Reality Marble. Right, this one costs a bit of energy, but I think I may have enough. I might not have enough. I'm not sure about that one. But yes, that one was diamond, diamond, diamond. Yeah, diamond, diamond, diamond. This one is. That creates the cloth here. Now you can create a reality marble. This will take us to another dimension. If I had the energy for it. I do not. Can we just check? Would I have enough? If I was at 900? How much energy does this cost? Let's find out. Badoosh. Nope, still enough. Let's set our max up to 5,000 then. There we go. Then we'll use this. There we are. My thing sort of broke there. So right, where are we right now? Unlimited Blade Works world, essentially. There's swords everywhere. Oh, there we go. Oh, it used 4,000. There we go. It uses 4,000 using a Reality Marble. So basically what this does is, yeah, it takes you to Unlimited Blade Works area where there's tons of swords everywhere. The swords are all super, super near broken, so they're literally like just built for using out the bow. Or literally for picking up and just literally swinging at someone and then picking up another one. That's pretty much what this is. It's a super, super cool, neat world thing. Whenever you teleport here, you always get teleported to the same place, and it should teleport other people that are like super close by to you as well. So you should be able to drag people into your Reality Marble. That said, though, if you get hurt, you teleport back. So yeah, it's an interesting thing. That's so cool. The Limited Blade Works is essentially in here. Plus, it's just mountains of swords everywhere. Those swords literally cover the entire land, by the way. It's cool. I love it. I love it. Also, I just picked up 1 million swords from in there, which could get used as arrow fuel if we wanted. But we don't right now, so we're going to quickly put those away. Right, anyway, that's Reality Marble, and that's projection. Mystic's thingy factor is gold. We've got damage replication. That one acts as a scroll, and basically will replicate whatever damage you just took. So if you get hit, it'll replicate that damage. If you get hit by a potion, it'll replicate that damage on whatever hit you, essentially. We've got the reveal. I guess this is really cool. So this is, what was the induction factor? It was gold. So we need gold, iron on a cloth. I really should just put lots of cloths down at this point, but like, yeah. Right, so badoosh, badoosh. And it was gold, iron. That gets us this. Real, I guess, it's a shield. It's a really cool magic-y shield. that will literally bounce anything away that goes near, including you. If you go on the other side of this, it'll bounce you away. It uses 300 magic to launch. If you jump into it, it will launch you flying forward because it literally just repels things. If you try and run at it now, it'll bounce us away. It doesn't care that I'm the owner. It's a shield. It's a magic shield that will basically stay up for like a minute odd, and it'll just keep whatever coming at you from that direction away from you. It's really cool. Again, big old magic circle. Brilliant. So yeah, that one's one of the killer ones I like. We've got the Mystic Staff of Explosive. Explosive. It's got a different name as well. I just couldn't fit the full name in here. So this one is Gold Diamonds. Alright. Gold Diamonds. This is powerful. This is probably the most powerful thing. Well, high costing thing. I've got the Mystic Staff of Explosion. Mana Condensation. We're going to save that for a little bit, because that one costs a lot of mana, more mana than I currently have. So, yeah, we'll get to that one. Anyway, finally, we get the Mystic Staff of Spatial, which is Gold Ender. So if we badoosh, Gold Ender. This one's pretty cool. This one doesn't use quite as much mana as the other the Explosion Staff, which, by the way, the Explosion Staff, straight up just Mega Meme. It's straight up just Mega Meme, and you'll see why when I use it. But right, the Spatial Staff, if we say, put it there, is we right-click on something, it'll create a magic circle. Then we aim the magic circle wherever we want to go. And basically what it'll do is, ba-doom! It will send whatever you aim at flying away. Even if you don't launch anything straight away, by the way, just holding on someone will slow them down. Because you're basically pulling them away from you and stuff. But yeah, you can pick whatever direction you want. You can like there we go. You can like go up in that if you want. The longer you hold it, the more powerful kick it's got. Also, it costs like 200 mana to use it each time, so it's pretty expensive. But it's an extremely powerful tool because you just saw it can launch things from miles. Also, just to note though, if you were to say, put up yourself, I can't put up myself because I don't have any mana right now. Time, set. Take a wee quick nap. I'll just let us get some energy back really quickly. Right, there we go. If you were to create one just randomly, okay, that's created really far away. But create one just randomly, like say here, and you were to walk into it, you do slow down with this, but if you do walk into it, it will launch you. I'm about to die now. I just bounced as well. Jesus. Right, that was a thing. It can launch the player too. The player is slowed down. Oh god. Well, that's just cruel. I clearly did not die in the air there, but alright, that wasn't very nice. Oh no, it's because I bounced, that's why. Because I bounced so much from the impact. But yeah, basically, that's a thing. I love that staff, it's brilliant. I love a lot of stuff in this mod. It's just utterly brilliant, some of the things you can do in it. But yeah, the spatial staff thingy, fun too. Costs a lot of mana, but fun too. To launch enemies away and all that jazz. So yeah, that's that one. Next up, we've got, the Mystic Eyes of Binding. That one basically makes it so, well, it's a cloth one, so activate it. Basically, whatever you stare at, well, it'll slow them down. It's similar to the gravity, similar to the spatial one getting used on something. It slows them so they can barely move. And it basically paralyzes the opponent, so cool. The Mystic Eyes of Clairvoyance. This one is Go Cloth. Go Cloth? No, Go Quartz. What am I talking about? I've lost the quartz. Oh, God. Hold on. Quartz. Quickly. Heart. Badoosh. Gold. Quartz. Grab. Pick it up. Right. What this is meant to do, if we get our friend the spider back, never mind, we'll take the villager instead. Put the villager down. Activate the clairvoyance. Ah, there we go. Okay, well, it's not working the villager. Basically, there, now it's working the villager. Wherever it's supposed to give you clairvoyance on where the opponent's going to move. I don't know if there's much will work on players, but basically, we're watching this villager. The villager's about to move. Which, if we hit him, he should. Never mind. The horse is moving. Point is, it shows clairvoyance on where the horse's next movement should be. So, if you're fighting, say, a creeper, zombie, skeleton, it'll show where they're going to move next, so you can kind of predict their movements. Kills, I guess. And it lasts for, well, a while. And that's all that stuff. Next up, familiar stuff. That comes under the intelligence. That's using quartz as a factor. Summon familiar. Quartz. Use a cloth as well. I'm showing way too many of these things. I'm trying to make this not super long, but like, there's so many cool things in this. It's kind of hard. Also, get the damn cloth. Quartz, quartz, quartz. Badoosh. Create a scroll. Activate the scroll. Boom. That creates the familiar that's just trapped itself underground and died. Okay. It creates a wee birdie familiar. I'm literally just gonna grab the familiar scroll at this point. Hold on. Oh, that's down the bottom somewhere. There it is. Grab that. Grab that. I'm gonna need this. Rather than create it, I'm just gonna grab them from here really quick. By the way, it does actually show scrolls are might be bound to an owner when you create them. Obviously, because I've just grabbed them, they're not bound. But yeah, summon familiar. Badoosh. That summons a familiar. It does use mana for summoning it. That's the thing. Next up after that, we've got recall familiar. That is this one here. And that one, oh yeah, just to show. It's quartz, quartz, ender. That one basically just makes the familiar teleport over to you. So yeah. Next up, quartz, quartz, emerald, familiar exchange. This one lets you teleport and trade places with the familiar. So you'll go wherever the familiar was, the familiar will go wherever you was. Cool. And last one, shared vision. This one doesn't have to be on a familiar. But technically, if I were to say use this on a familiar, like so, or not, no, you'll do. If I use it on, say, the villager here, you now see through the villager's eyes. You still exist. You can still technically, you can't move, but you can, like, look around. But basically, you can use this as another player, and you can see whatever they see. And they won't know you've done it. So, basically, you could do this and then just follow a person's movements around. And if you just, thingy, right-click again, you'll go out of it. Shared vision. Neat little thing, but you can't put it in your familiar. Your familiar will float around the place. I don't think there's any way to control your familiar's movements, so I'm pretty sure its movements are still completely random. So, even if I use it on it, I'm still at its whims. I can't, like, control its movements or anything. So this is it just flying around because it fancies it. So, yeah. Anyway. Let me out. Okay, it's not wanting to let me out. That's a bit problematic. Uh-oh. There we go. that was weird. It didn't want to let me out there for a second. Fine. Alright, last thing I got is exchange. That is using, well, the exchange, which is emeralds as I forgot the word for it again. Whatever. For catalyst, that's it. So you get damage exchange. That's supposed to, okay. Exchange is one of the ones that's quite good for storing your energy. Damage exchange using emerald, emerald, iron. Basically, when you activate it, anytime you take damage, it will restore your mana. Cools. I've got Chronal exchange. Chronal exchange. When you activate it for half a day, so for the first like 12 hours of the Minecraft day, it will give you back lots of mana. But then 12 hours after that, it will then drain your mana. So that's the thing, I guess. Durability exchange. By activating that one, that one stays in the ground. That one stays in the ground as well. Durability exchange. By activating a circle and then throwing like a tool on it, it should then drain that tool of its durability. And exchange give you mana. So actually, let's quickly just make this one just to show off something really quick. So it's emerald, emerald, diamond. Got some ones over here. So emerald, emerald, diamond. About what you can do is you can put a toolbox underneath it. A toolbox. You can put a box underneath it. A chest is what I mean. And essentially, yeah, you can use can drain it using that. Also, like, there we go. So, like, you just drained that sword there of its durability, and exchange gave us mana back. We throw that sword onto it and activate it. There we go. Well, yeah, we just drained, like, a lot of durability off it. It's not fully broke yet, but there we go. So, it's draining that diamond sword, and it's giving us loads of mana back. Cool. That's, yeah, it's just a handy little thing. You can put a chest underneath it filled with tools, and just, yeah, let them all get drained. And that'll give you, like, tons of mana back. That's a really good one, I would say. Catalyst exchange. That is basically equivalent exchange. So, put a catalyst factor on it, like one of the powders. You put it onto the circle, and it'll basically just exchange it around for a random other one. So, you could basically exchange in, say, a quartz one, and potentially get a diamond one. Or you could exchange in an emerald one, and potentially get a gold one. It does no real telling with it. But yeah, you throw it in, do that. Alchemical exchange. That one is, again, alchemy. So, basically, it will take a 5x5 space underneath it, wherever the circle's placed, and it will switch the blocks around for roughly the equivalent of it. So, in that case, if you say, if I put it down here, it would exchange the dirt. The dirt would then get exchanged for something that's roughly equivalent to it, so like sand, gravel, things like that. You exchange stone in, you'll get other types of stone. Exchange wood in, you'll get other types of wood. I don't know if it might work on ore. That might be a thing, might not be a thing. No, creeper, go away. It only works, though, on things that naturally occur in the world. So things like blocks of iron and enchant tables and things like that, they're not going to exchange for anything. So, at least they're not meant to, from what I understand. And last thing is contracts. That's quite a handy one if you've got friends and you don't want to kill them with all your mad magic abilities. Contract using... Oh, wait, also, to throw it there. We'll exchange this emerald. Emerald, Ender creates a contract. If you contract with a player, they won't be affected by your mental things. So say if I put, like, the bound field up, so enemies can't get near, that's a displacement field. Or a displacement field up. Or if I put the draining shield up, or something like that. If you have a contract with someone, they won't get affected by it. It'll treat them as if, like, they're the same as you, essentially, so they won't get hurt by it. It also works for, say, things like the paralyzing eyes and stuff like that. It basically just means you don't kill your mates. And your mates can now come into your house through your shields and stuff. So it's basically for forming up teams. So yeah, that's a handy thing you probably want to do quite quickly. Although it is literally 2 emeralds and an ender pearl. So good luck with that, doing that early game. But yeah, that's pretty much it for all the different things that are in this. But of course, I've not shown everything. But one last thing to show. That would be the explosion staff. There's a good reason why I left this for last. It's pretty powerful. So I'm going to quickly set my energy to, let's say, 10,000, because I'm going to need a lot of energy for this. Then we're going to go away over here. No, we're not. We're just going to go a wee bit over here. Basically, what you do is, you aim wherever you want to hit, you hold right click, and it'll start raining, and it'll create lots of big... Oh, God. No! Lol. So as long as you hold right click, it'll keep charging there. And as you can see, it creates a magic circle around you, which seems to just protect me there from that creeper. And it'll create a magic circle wherever your target is. I think that may be a bit too close to me. This is just Mega Meme style. Do your Mega Meme chant now at this point. It takes a little bit to charge up, like 5 seconds or something. Then you release... Oh, I'm fine. It wasn't... It's awful. I wasn't sure if exactly how big the explosion would be. But basically, though, it creates a giant explosion. It costs 5,000 mana to use. So there's that. But yeah, that's the thing. Question, though. How much does it do in damage? Well, let's find out. If we were to take some iron blocks, I were to take a pumpkin, and let's say we create an iron golem over here. Now let's say we get a safe distance away. Then we target said iron golem. This is not a safe distance. This is not a safe distance away. Whatever. So a skeleton just tried to shoot me there. My displacement ability just kicked in. Yeah, even though I moved, by the way, that was literally the protection displacement. It finally kicked in. A skeleton just tried to hit me. I'm now far enough away, though. Release explosion! Boom! So that blew up in our chunk area. The golem took 23 damage, so that wasn't anything too extreme. Again! The skeleton tried to shoot me. I just teleport. Again! I've just teleported. I didn't realize this thing didn't wear off yet. Okay, well, I'm guessing it'll wear off when I run out of mana or something. I don't know. Yeah, that was the final thing. That was the explosion. It does a large scale amount of damage. Damage-wise to opponents, so I went to like 23 to the golem. I don't know how close the golem was to the center anymore, though. It might have wandered away because I couldn't see it. But essentially, hit someone directly with it is probably going to do more. But yeah, that's it for this mod. Super, super cool mod. Absolutely love it. Link will be in the description down below. Stay night stuff, plus a little bit of Mega Meme thrown in there because this is literally just Mega Meme. Like, it's literally a wooden staff with a red ball in it that creates a giant explosion using big tons of magic circles. Yeah, that's Mega Meme. It also has a little bit of a wind-up before you can use it. Yeah, that's pretty much just Mega Meme. That's just Mega Meme. So, yeah, that's really cool. That's brilliant. Right, anyway, people, that's it for the Mahou Tsukai mod. I think that's what it's called. I've got the thing for it there. No, I might be how it's pronounced. But yeah, basically the Fate Stay Night inspired, magic-y, super cool mod with lots of really cool features in it. Oh, this is a good mod. I do like this. I definitely want to use it for stuff in the future. It apparently does work on servers, and there's lots of potential here to like use it for teaming up with people or just for generally battering people and fighting and stuff. So yes, this is quite a nifty mod. I like it. But yeah, as I said, links down below if you want to check it out. Really cool. Be sure to do that. Leave a like in the video if you enjoyed the show, enjoyed the review, all that jazz. Also, if you're wondering how any of this stuff's set up, again, I set up the table here, so hopefully that if you were looking for a particular spell, you would be able to see exactly what the induction factor is. The ulti catalysts are. So again, 2 of the one on the first board, then whatever it is after that on next board, plus cloth if required. Hopefully that helped with people that were looking for things to lap it. Anyway, thank you all very much for watching. See you all next time for another Minecraft mod review for whatever one I end up doing. Goodbye, everybody.